Once upon a time, in the heart of Africa, there was a small village named Wunjo. It was a place filled with laughter, music, and the sweet smell of roasting maize. Children played under the tall baobab tree, women sang as they pounded yams, and the men worked tirelessly in the fields. Everyone in Wunjo lived in peace, and the people believed their village was protected by the spirits of the forest. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills and the sky turned orange and purple, a thick mist crept in from the forest. The mist wrapped itself around the village like a soft, cold blanket. The villagers were puzzled, but thought little of it. They closed their doors and drifted off to sleep, thinking tomorrow would be another bright day. But when morning came, something terrible had happened. The village was gone. Gone. The huts, the animals, the baobab tree, all vanished without a trace. Only a boy named Kito remained, standing in the middle of an empty field, rubbing his eyes in disbelief. Kito called out for his mother, his friends, the village chief. But there was only silence. He looked around and noticed something strange. On the ground, leading into the forest, was a trail of enormous footprints, much larger than any humans. Without thinking, Kito followed the footprints. He entered the forbidden forest, a place the elders had warned him about all his life. The trees there were ancient, their twisted branches reaching out like arms. As he walked deeper, Kito could hear whispers in the wind, like voices calling his name. Kito pressed on, though fear gripped his heart. He crossed a river where the water flowed backward. He climbed hills where the stones moved under his feet. Finally, deep within the forest, he found a clearing with a giant stone at its center. On the stone sat an old spirit, cloaked in mist and shadows. The spirit's voice was deep and gentle. "You have come far, little one," the spirit said. "But know this, your village was never real. It was a dream, a gift from the forest spirits to shelter you. But dreams cannot last forever. Now you must choose. Stay in the dream and be alone forever, or awaken your true people who are lost and waiting for you." Kito trembled. He thought about the laughter of his friends, the songs of the women, the warmth of his mother's hugs. Were they all just dreams? Or was there something greater waiting beyond the mist? With tears in his eyes, Kito made his choice. He reached out and touched the stone. In a flash, the mist dissolved. He found himself standing on the edge of a real village, filled with people he had never seen before. They welcomed him with open arms, calling him the child of destiny. Kito had awakened to a new life, one that was real, challenging, and full of hope. And though he missed the dream of Wunjo, he knew he had found something even more precious, a true home. And so, Kito's story became a legend, told around fires for generations to come, about the boy who chose truth over comfort and found his destiny among the real and living.